Hey, my name is James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now in this video, we're going to talk about lead generation and what is the best lead generation strategies that you could ever use in your business. Now, where I see a lot of businesses go wrong is rather than lead generation, what they actually try and do is go straight for the sale. And I say that they're trying to get married on a first date. I see this all the time. And you might be doing that right now too. And this video is going to give you some great ideas, show you some examples, and really get you focused on how you can get great quality leads in 2022 and beyond. Now, while you're here, smash that like button. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Any questions you get throughout the video, comment them below. Even if it's just to say thanks or you got some value from it, that will be awesome. So let's talk about lead generation. Well, if you missed out on some of my other videos, go back and watch those on my channel now. But one thing that I talk a lot about is content marketing, right? First and foremost, before you try and get a lead, you've got to be established as the expert. You've got to be someone that they know, like, and trust, right? And you do that with content. So I work with an estate agent up in Doncaster. They put content out every week that talks about what's going on in the market. What impact does the interest rates going up have on the market? Do they have more opportunities to sell houses or flats? What's good in the rental market? They just do like a news thing, but local property news, right? So imagine that you're looking to rent, buy, sell a house in this instance, and something comes up on your Facebook that talks about the local property market. Tell me yes in the comments if you would be likely to watch that. Give me a little comment on there. That helps. The reason I'm asking for that is that helps me with the YouTube algorithm. So even a yes or a I would do that would be awesome. But yeah, of course it does, right? If you're looking for a property, you're gonna look at the expert, right? And so that's gonna get your attention. Now, if you're a builder, you could talk about how people can get a good builder. What can they do to find a good quality builder? You could show the differences between certain ways that you do stuff, like the good way and the bad way that people do things, so they can understand that your craftsmanship, your workmanship is of a higher level, right? That could be really, really useful as well. As a marketing coach and mentor, I show people how to get customers, like we're going to show you here now, right? So this content's very important. Then when you've done the content, then I want you to bring them through to this lead generation part, which we call a lead magnet. Right? Now, a lead magnet is there to give massive value to that person in exchange for their name, email, and phone number, right? Think about this. Do you guys want more emails? No, right? I'm sure you don't want more emails, right? And so by giving value up front, by giving value to someone and giving them more value, they're likely to opt in. So let's look at some things that you could do. One could be a cheat sheet, right? A cheat sheet. So this company on the left has got an Instagram cheat sheet. So clearly they have a product that helps people with Instagram. On the right, we've got a piece of software and they're talking about how to convert better on webinars, which is like an online seminar if you don't know what that is, right? And so having a cheat sheet that goes out to people, teaching them how to improve their webinars, is going to be very good for someone that has webinar software. Those are the people that they want. They want people that are running webinars to move over across to their thing. If someone sells an Instagram marketing program, they want to get people that are interested in Instagram, of course, right? So think about this in the context of your business. You might not be a software company, you might not be a trainer, but you could teach someone how to get solar panels, for example. So I work with a few solar companies. I'm interested in solar myself at the moment. So we're looking at with the energy cost increases and also being green, right? And so you could talk about these are the 5 steps to make sure your solar project goes on track and on the right budget. These sorts of things are what people that are looking to buy are looking for to get value, and that gets you leads, right? Let's look at some more of these. Now, I'm going to cover multiple different things here, but there are tons of other ways that you can do this as well. And this is something we cover on my Business Accelerator, which is a live 3-day in-depth training where we help business owners get this stuff figured out and build it with them while we're there together for 3 days. So you might have heard of Tony Robbins. He gives away, or did at different stages, a chapter of his book, right? So I have a book, a little plug for my book. If you want a free copy of that, you can grab the real book in the description of this video. But Tony Robbins has an ebook here, right? And so he gives away, and so people put their name, phone, and email in, and in return they get emailed that guide or report, that ebook, right? Social Media Examiner, they've done an industry report. I worked in recruitment for many, many years, and we used to do something called a salary survey. So what we would do is call all of the people that we provided staff to and say, look, how much do you pay an administrator? How much do you pay an accountant? How much do you pay a customer service person? They would give us the information, and then we would collate it in this beautiful report, which they all loved getting because they all wanted to know, do we overpay? Do we underpay? As an HR person, that's exactly what they want, and our competitors weren't doing that. So we collated that information, put it in an ebook, and got that out to our customers. You could do something similar, right? So don't think I'm not a recruitment agency. Think, how could I do something like that, right? Google Ads hack. This is one of my clients, AJ Duna. A really successful guy. His business went to zero in COVID, and now he's bounced back and is even busier. At the time of recording this, we're still in the pandemic, and his business is busier from implementing this. So he helps people with Google AdWords. He has the ultimate Google Ads guide and hacks, and that basically is an ebook to help people that want to use AdWords, and that's who he wants to work with, people that are already using AdWords that need more support, right? So AJ's a great guy, and this gets him tons of leads into his business. This company here has made a toolkit and resource. Now, this has a time management toolkit, but you could make a few things here. Imagine you were in health and wellness. You could make an Excel sheet that someone could put in their weight, and height, and it could work out their BMI. You could build a calculation into that, or you could put in their weight, and they could put it in weekly, and it could show them on average how much percentage they're losing. All different calculations that someone doing fitness might want to do. You could put meal plan, PDF with that, so you could have some sort of resource kit together, right? That's another option. Any questions you've got on this, or if you're wondering what could I do in my business, do comment below. I will personally reply to all the comments, and you're helping me with YouTube, even if it's just to say thanks, right? Any comments, likes, engagements really help push this video out to more people, and that's what I want to do. I want to get this out to more people. Now, this is a video series here, right? So you could do that too. We work with a company that they do equipment to protect people in restaurants and stuff like that. So I worked in Burger King for many, many years, and you have these chainmail gloves in Burger King, right? And so people wear these chainmail gloves, so when chopping tomatoes and stuff like that, they can't cut off their fingers, because if you've got a load of 16-year-olds working with dangerous equipment, you want them to be safe. They sell things like freezer jackets, they sell things for like moving boxes around, right? And so with a lot of restaurants, when you work, maybe you've worked in a supermarket, a restaurant or something like that, a big chain, you have to watch loads of videos before you start your shifts, or before you're eligible to work there, right? Training courses, and they will teach you how to pick up a box. Don't lean over, bend your knees, keep your back straight, do small steps to the side, don't twist your body, all these sorts of things, right? Now, small restaurants and businesses, they don't invest in that stuff, but they still need to get their new staff trained. Legally, for insurance they do, right? But lots of them cut the corner. So this client of mine made his own version of that. He's got a warehouse, so he just got someone in, they filmed it, they made the same course that the big corporates have, and other companies are selling those courses for £2,000. He gives it away for free, gives it away with the PDF that they also get to basically sign off all of their stuff, and it's really great value. So imagine you're a restaurant and you see this and you're like, you know what, I need to do that. There's a high chance you'll become a lead. Then he can market to them with offers and promotions over time. It's incredible. Like, it was a great idea, and this is what I want you to think about. Like, when we get you together on the Business Accelerator, together collectively, 20, 30 people will come up with some great ideas for lead generation for your business. But we'll give you some today as well, right? Software downloads and trials. And this is how software companies work, right? They normally give you like 30 days. Think of Netflix, for example. What do you get on that? 2 weeks, something like that? You get a 2-week trial, and then it goes into a paid membership after that, right? And so these things are really powerful. They're lead generation because people want to try before you buy. So if you do software or something like that, if you can do a try before you buy, that is a great way of getting leads. Following up, making sure they stick, making sure they use it because you've got their email address, right? You want them to log in, consume content, right? If you get a trial of Netflix, they are sending you, hey, check out this new movie, go and do this. And even when you're a member, they're constantly sending you through stuff because they want you to keep checking and seeing what works and consuming content. Because if you watch stuff, you're going to stick, right? You could give a voucher or discount code. Macy's in America have done this before. Other companies have done this before. My daughter is a shopaholic, Georgia. She's in her 20s. I mean, constantly there's like new coats coming in the house, and I say, why have you got that? It was on sale, Dad. And all this stuff, like you might have, maybe you're a shopaholic as well, like my daughter. And often, if you run an e-commerce store, it's very powerful to have things like a discount code. Right, to have things like a discount code that people can opt in for. There's an app called Wish where you can buy stuff from China very cheap. They do that very well. They get you to opt in with your Facebook account. That gives them the data to email you offers and promotions and keep you buying on that platform, right? Now, I've got a few more to share with you, but while you've got this far, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. And go and check out all the other content on my channel. I've got 700 plus videos right now. Maybe you're watching this and there's even more on growing, scaling and marketing a business. So this is a channel you're not going to want to forget, guys. So smash that subscribe button and hit the bell while you're here. Another great piece of lead generation that I've seen work really well is quizzes and surveys, right? You can get software. If you just put in quiz software into Google, you'll find tons of people that do this. And what you do is you set a quiz up, and then to get the results, they have to put their email in, right? So you don't ask for the email up front. You ask them to answer some questions, and then if they want to see what result they got, they put their email in. Nearly everybody does this because we want to know whether we were right. Even if your quiz is super easy, we want to be confirmed that we were correct, right? And that will get you a ton of leads into your business as well. So quizzes are a real winner, and I've seen those really effective. Assessments and tests. So this is an assessment and test. A good client of mine, Jody Rainsford, he did this. He'd run an industry disruptor program. It was for advanced people to learn copyright, advanced marketers to learn copywriting, and he got them to do an assessment or a test prior to joining, right? Prior to getting the option to join. And people love doing this stuff. It just helps them, and you'll get really, really qualified leads. They're not going to fill this in if they're not really qualified. And so that is a great way to get unqualified leads. And the last one, this one's really, well, this is two, right? Two very strong ways. If you're a coach or a consultant or in any business really, this is very powerful. On the left, we've got webinars. And so you send people to a webinar, right? They opt into the webinar. They get to watch some training with you. And by doing that, that is going to really, really motivate your clients to potentially have a conversation with you after, when you get them to sit down for an hour, learn what you do, really understand how it's going to benefit them without selling to them. Events do the same thing as well. Live events I'm talking about, right? And so I run live events, internet marketing boot camps, and these are really powerful at serving my audience, getting value, getting to know them, starting the process of know, liking, and trusting. They can evaluate me, I can evaluate them, right? And so this stuff works. This is how you do lead generation, guys. You don't just go out there trying to sell your product or service straight away. You don't even go out with these things first. There's a methodology behind the madness here. Remember, first thing we said was give content so they know you, like you, trust you. And that stage, you're going to pivot across and you're going to give them something of value. Here's a couple that I've got here, some guides and reports. I've got a customer avatar checklist that I give out. I've got a virtual assistant guide here as well, right? And that is what's really going to really make a difference. Now, this is 2 parts of a 5-step system called the Business Accelerator methodology. Now, I'm probably quite small on here, but you can see my book, Expert Mastery, I'm sure. And in the description, I'm going to put a link where you can grab a copy of Expert Mastery today to just get this 5-step system implemented into your business. So do that now. Grab a copy of my new book. It's free. We'll ship it out to you in the next few days. A real book, not an ebook. That's it from me. I'm James Nicholson. Subscribe, like, and comment below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye for now.